Hi guys, welcome to the grand finale of how to compile the I-129F packet. So thanks for sticking with me. Now we're going to talk about the last part of the application. So I talked about how to compile the binder, or how we compiled our binder. And then I talked about the I-129F. I talked about the proof that we've met in the past 2 years. And so now, grab your tissues. This is probably the most sentimental part, I think, for me, but the proof of ongoing relationship. So the fun part, I think, in compiling this packet, which it is a long, tedious process, just getting all this information together, but the fun thing is that you actually kind of get to go back through memory lane and recount your relationship and everything you and your fiance have been through. So it's kind of a nice part, and for me, I did get a little bit sentimental compiling all this info. Because basically the proof of ongoing relationship is you're looking for all the things that prove that you're together in a romantic relationship with your fiance. So for us, I kind of compiled that into different sections. So the previous one, I had done photos and a timeline of the time that we spent together. And in this one, I specifically had looked for things that proved that we were in a romantic relationship. So basically for this, let me show you what I did. So this was the table of contents that I put for this section. So if you heard my other videos, you know that I'm crazy and did a little table of contents for each section of the binder. And so for this one, basically I broke it down to ways that we communicated. So Facebook, Instagram, messages through text, and also Facebook messages, calls, so Skype and FaceTime, cards and gifts, family messages, and then a personal letter that we got. So I'll go through each of these specifically to tell you what I did. So for Facebook, Instagram, this basically, I actually did a screenshot of how many mutual friends we had, and then also our friendship on Facebook, just showing that obviously we were connected with one another. And in our case, we had a lot of mutual friends, so I thought this would be good to show because there also is something that I read that it's helpful if they know that your fiance has other support aside from yourself when they come here to the US. So that's why I included things about, friends that he already has here, and then as well as messages from my family so that I could show the support he would also have here when he gets here. So Facebook and Instagram, I showed that, and then messages. So these were literal screenshots of text messages. Of course, in this scenario, he always gave me such a hard time because I would keep all these text messages of all these nice things he said to me. And so finally it came to use because I actually had all of these saved and could use them for our packet. So I basically just screenshotted some of them, basically going way back when we first started dating, and then could talk about to the present day. So we had those, and then calls. So this is basically for us, our one of the main ways that we communicated was obviously through Skype calls, since we were long distance, and FaceTime calls. So I took screenshots of the actual logs in my phone saying, okay, these are times that we talked. Again, dating back to certain times previously in our relationship, just showing that it was continuous. It's not like it just happened, we just started calling each other this week or something like that. And then cards and gifts. So this is photos of some of the things that we had given each other just for Valentine's Day, or our birthdays, or just whatever, just nice notes that we had written to each other. Just showing normal things that people would do when they're in a normal relationship with someone. And then family messages. So again, I included this to show that we basically had involvement with each other's families. So in our case, I had gone to his family's for Christmas, and he was really involved with my family as well. So messages between him and my mom, or me and his brother, things like that. I included screenshots of that, or just any notes, or maybe even mail. My mom had sent us mail, addressing it to both of us, things of that nature. And then lastly, this is probably a unique one, but my mom actually wanted to be involved in the process, and so she wrote a personal letter just talking about how excited she was for my fiance to be part of our family, and just touching on, you know, our relationship and her viewpoints on that. So that was really sweet, and that's where I needed the tissues. But basically that's what we did in terms of proof of ongoing relationship. So of course, as always, if you have any questions on any of the parts of these videos or any of the videos we've filmed, just comment down below and give us a like so that we can keep making these videos and giving you guys more information about how to fill out your packets. Thanks so much!